are excited. You were just spitting away, aren't you? You's excited. Are you excited? Are you excited? See how excited she is? She just makes my day. Just seeing her play. She's so cute. This is literally like us all day. Just playing with toys. Because we go from here. Then I move her to this. But I put this where it can't really roll. Just so it helps her sit up to play with it. Like right here. Can't move, so easy for her to play. This is our next toy that we play with, which this is supposed to be on her, but I always forget it. So we kind of move around. And then there's this, but I think I want to re-wipe it. Like I had cleaned it off, but I need to re-wipe it. Even though I was liking this thing, but I don't know. It wasn't too much of a big deal for her. I thought maybe she was just too young. I mean, I kind of did introduce her to it when she was like 3 months. So I probably could have waited. And I feel like I may need some more water in here too. So I'm going to introduce it to her again a little bit later in life. And a little bit later is really just like probably 2 weeks. Because it can get in my way at times. But now that she is in, we have another crib that's smaller. It's in the room to co-parent because her sleeping schedule now that everything's changing with her is completely different. She's just spitting away. But I think it is time to move her to another toy. You ready, baby girl, to go to a different Okay. Baby. Is you ready? I was using some detangler in her hair. Not a lot. It's like a baby one. But I would spray just a little bit to put in there. I did not like the way it was making her hair texture be. Like, it was really weird. And what's strange is it's from a company that I love. But I had never tried their kid and baby products before. But I had, and that's just Shea Moisture is what I'm talking about. But I've used their products, and I know what I can and what I can't use, but I was just like, it's baby detangler. I just don't understand. Like, I'm not even spraying that much. Why is it making her hair feel weird? But I only say that because I got to do her hair now, and I keep contemplating if I want to spray some in there or just, like, wait. I probably won't just because I just don't like the texture. Now, what's funny is because she got vacuumed out when she was a baby, so the back of her head is growing a little slower than the rest of her hair, but it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. She got hair up top. I mean, she's a baby. Her hair is going to fall out to come back in. Like, every baby does that. So it does, however, work really well on the other parts of her hair. It just doesn't work good on the majority part of her hair. So I may spray it on there. It's weird. Mommy about to do your hair, baby. Yeah, she's ready for another toy. Uh-oh. Did mommy poke you in the cheek? You should my baby. You want to look at the camera before mommy move you to your next toy? Her little outfit that a family member gave her. Isn't it cute? Alright, mommy got to turn this toy on next. Then I just kind of put her here. Oh. It is a new toy, so I gotta like keep kind of introducing certain stuff to her. She does need a boppy behind her, but I kind of can't do that. Trying to do all of this, so I'll just hold it. You want to change, flip the page? Alright, so we are now at the playmat, playing on the playmat with the baby. I've been having a hard time playing with her today because my wrist. I have carpal tunnel really bad. I'm a hairstylist. And this started happening some years ago. It definitely ain't got better over the years. And to know that I'm only 30, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Is it's gonna get worse? I mean, I guess things get worse as you get older. Don't really know what this means, but it does hurt. You know, it hurt to pick her up most of the time. So it sucks when I can't full on play with my daughter because my wrist, you know. But I took medicine, so I'm just waiting on it to kick in. And once it kicks in, I'm in here. I need to make me some coffee before Dada gets home because, can you believe? Okay. I mean, well, obviously she's a baby, so she doesn't know what I'm talking about. So no bashing, no mom bashing. But it is really difficult to have sex with a baby. Ain't nobody tell me about that. My sisters got lucky because whenever, like, our parents will be gone and it would just be us in the house and, like, my sister and her child, and she'd be like, oh, okay, so my baby daddy about to come over here real quick. We'd be like, oh, all right. And, you know, we'll watch the baby while she do what she does. But, like, I'm a whole grown-ass woman in my own house with just me, my man, and the baby. He at work. It's just me and the baby. And then he comes home. It's just me, him, and the baby. I'm like, who the fuck is going to watch my daughter while I get me some? Nobody. So, yeah, I've been having to figure that out. But coffee, at least an hour or two before he gets home, is what usually gets me up and pumped, and I can start doing stuff I need to do. And then I try to hope that she's asleep right before he comes home, because then it's like as soon as he walks in the door, it's like, hey, drop that shit, let's go. So I don't know. We will see what happens. She had a really rough night last night, and I did not get no sleep. So I just have a feeling that hopefully tonight will be better. Usually when she has those nights, she'll sleep like all day during the day. And she did sleep like all day today. And for those who are wondering, like, oh, if your baby would sleep for long, how does she eat? Well, my daughter sleep eats. So if I can see that she's tired, I'm not going to make her wake up or none of that, because I knew she had a rough night and she was up a lot. So what I'll just do is I'll lay down, because I won't be sleepy. I'll be tired, but I won't be sleepy. And I'll lay down, I'll lay her next to me, and I'll feed her on my boob while she's sleeping. And then as soon as she falls asleep, I just put her back in her crib. Or I'll let her sleep on the bed, and then I go in the living room until I hear her on a monitor, then I come back. But she knows what's up when I do that, so she'll stay asleep. She'll be up enough to, like, eyes will be like this, she'll latch on, close them right back, and go to sleep. So she still got to eat the whole time she was asleep, but she was asleep for like 10 to 2, no, 10 to 3 today. Kinda 10 to 4, but yeah. And then I know she'll be, as you can see, I play her out, she's up. And then I may feed her some oatmeal, I may not. We'll see how it goes. But I know in the next hour she'll be asleep, because she'll stay up for like 3 whole hours after taking them long naps. So I know she'll be sleeping time for me to have sex when he gets home. But it's like crunch time. Like every time she falls asleep, I'm like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And he just be taking his time sometimes doing stuff, and he'll be like, she's not going to get up that fast, calm down. And then she wakes up right when we're about to, and I'm like, told you to hurry the hell up. You can feed your plants whenever we get finished. Like, you don't have to feed them right now. You done with this toy? Which now means belly time. It's tummy time. Let go of your toy, baby. Because right... Let go. Okay, maybe I should do you that way. There you go, baby girl. The toy's on your head. I don't know why Daddy put your toy right there. Mommy's gonna do it like that. Maybe it'll make it easier. She looks like she's getting tired. But I love to move her from this toy to that toy to this toy. Because by the time she's done with this toy, we go to the bedroom. I put her in her swing. Because I got to clean up some stuff in the room. So she's about to be in her swing for a little bit. And I got to do her hair. Ooh, look at this head, baby. Are you done? You look done. You want to go in the room? Here, let's take this toy with us. Uh-oh. That's why Daddy put that right there, isn't it? Uh-oh. Did you get hit in the head, baby? Why you just didn't put it on? I don't know. It keeps hitting you in the head. Mommy don't want to play with that anymore. Oh, this shirt don't have the little thing. Let's put it on your sleeve. There we go. And now we are about to go to the bedroom. So Mommy can finish up some stuff and let you play in there. You just want to play with this, don't you? Kids, am I right? All right, let's say bye to YouTube for now, baby. Let me tell you about this girl. She is always with the antics. With the antics. Isn't that right? We need to go check the mail. Okay, she don't want to go check the mail. I don't blame her. It's a dog loose anyway. It's a pit bull to be exact loose. And what I'm not about to do is have my baby in a stroller. Me running in a stroller with my baby. But this pit bull, she is nice. She's not really that mean. I just have a hard time trusting dogs because it's, you know, people are always like, oh, my dog has never bit anybody. My dog doesn't do that. But what a lot of people don't realize is dogs know black and white. So when I go to my white friends' houses, and they're like, oh, my dog has never bit anybody. And then they bite me. And they're like, I don't know. They've never bit anybody. I'm like, yeah, you clearly don't have a lot of black people at your house. And white people think, oh, my dog goes to a dog park and there's black people that... No, it is a huge difference. I have always got bitten by dogs that people are always like, my dog doesn't bite anybody. And they're usually white people. Nothing against y'all, because clearly I hang out with white people. Just be very mindful that your dog knows what the fuck is going on, okay? Like, I still got scars, all different types of stuff in my body. Like, my whole 3rd grade was fucked up from a Rottweiler who attacked me viciously. Like, to this day, I still have an issue with this finger and this finger because of how I fell and hit the ground. So, yeah. Sorry, but I don't trust people and their dogs. And I know the dog is sweet. I've not pet the dog, but I've came close to the dog several occasions. Still don't play. I feel like dogs randomly, I don't know, they just attack or something. I don't fuck with it. It's not something I fuck with. So this is how I put her to sleep. Yeah, she's gonna scream. She normally does. You'll do this and she'll be over here screaming while she's trying to go to sleep. And then out of nowhere, she'll just go to sleep when it gets lower and lower the end. She'll be asleep. Now that we say that, let me pull my pillow out of her crib. She likes it in her crib whenever she's up because obviously it smells like mommy. So she likes it. And then I have her mobile in there, but she has a lot of stuff in it that she likes. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm switching her blankets out. Just keep watching the fan, the light, which means she probably prefers the light to be off, because she does. There are times that she prefers the light to be off when she's trying to go to sleep. But you see how she's slowly getting there? That's what she does. To give her vitamins today. I was supposed to do her hair. So I did my hair, but somebody's sleepy, so I'll do it whenever she get up. Sometimes I put my iPad in her crib for her to watch. Sorry, see text messages on my iPad. Oh yeah, speaking of iPad, look at this, y'all. See this case? Isn't this amazing? Did it myself. There's an A on there and there's a W for Asha Wes. Yeah. And I actually it was a clear case that he had bought for it, and I was just like, what am I gonna do with a clear case on my iPad? And he was like, well, it's rose gold and your phone is rose gold, so I figured you like it. And I'm like, yeah, and it was cute, but then it was like, but my phone has a case on it, so if my phone had a clear case and I guess the iPad had a clear case, it would be cute. But even then, I still was just like, eh. So then I just, I had like plenty of magazines, and I just started cutting stuff out that I liked out of the magazine and put it on there, and it ended up being pretty cool. I get a lot of compliments about it when I bring it into the salon. People are always like, oh my God, did you get it custom made, or did you just buy it like that? And I'm like, definitely made it. Definitely was I is she, she's me, so yeah. Remember, she's just gonna do that. I don't know how it is for other people, but I have always put babies to sleep like this. Like my nephews, my friends' children. I've tried other ways, but they didn't really work for me. This one works. And of course, a lot of the time, people are always like, but she's crying still. And I'm like, this ain't crying. This is them fighting their sleep. They know they gotta go to sleep cry. But I've tried the cry out method. My issue with the cry out method, let me explain. At first, I was like, obviously your baby's gonna cry and you have to listen to your baby scream. Sometimes for 45 minutes at a time, your baby will be screaming. So I was just kind of like, sorry, my damn camera keeps going off on my driveway. I keep trying to figure out why. But anyway, it's not an issue because obviously I can take a shower or go do something while she's crying. But my issue was that it's in the middle of the night because you're supposed to lay the baby down in the crib, even if they're, when they're like, you can tell that they're sleepy, like right now. Obviously, I know she's sleepy, so I can lay her down, let her scream it out, which is probably why she still does this. But we do it and it works until it's the middle of the fucking night. Sorry, I keep forgetting what I'm fucking saying. It's the middle of the night, and when he's laying down and he has to get up for work in the morning, I don't want to do it because our crib is like right here next to our bed. So if I'm over here doing a cryo method, it could, and like I said, there's been times, and sometimes it's like for the whole week straight, it will take her 45 minutes of crying before she goes to sleep, a nap, anything. So, and for me, that fucks me up because if I know her bedtime is at like, her nap time is at 1, I'll try to put her to sleep at like 12:30, since it's close to 1 and I know it takes her some time. Nope. Because she spends that time, well, I guess it's actually more than 45 minutes because she'll spend a lot of that time crying. And I'll try to soothe her, do the Ferber's method or whatever. So I'll walk up to her and be like, hey baby, time to go to sleep. And I'll walk out the room, I'll come back another 10 minutes. You know, like I'll do that. But then as soon as 1 o'clock hits, I'm like, okay, I'm not going back in the room. You need to go to sleep. And sometimes it takes a little longer than that. But anyway, I say all of that to say that it just sucks in the middle of the night when it's like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I feed her and I gotta lay her back down and go to sleep. Like, then she's gonna be up crying all night and he has to get up in the morning. And so it sucks because I'm like, I wanted to stick with it because I really did want to be able to like lay my baby down in the bed at the time of her nap and she go to sleep on her own because she know how. Like, that was my goal, that was my dream. But it is difficult to do it, you know, when your spouse has a different schedule than you. You know, I'm my own boss. I own my own studio suite. I'm a hairstylist. So it's different because, like, obviously I know I gotta get up at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning for a client. But it doesn't really bother me because I still only take like 2 to 4 people a day. 4 people is usually on Saturdays because he's off on the weekends. But I work 3 days a week, so that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And those Thursday and Friday, typically, depending on what they're getting done, I try to stick it to 1 or 2. Since I have her and I don't really have a babysitter and I don't have family or anything to help me. But, and it sucks because that was the whole goal. Like, before he got this new job, I knew, I was like, okay, if I can get this down pat, then while I'm at the salon, when I know she's, you know, ready for a nap, I can lay her down. Because as long as you stay consistent with like 2 weeks of doing that, she would have been totally fine. But it just kept getting messed up because him at nighttime, sometimes it would keep him up and I'll be like, all right, let me just pick her up, put her to sleep. And then, oh, and as you can see, she's been asleep. I just give it in a minute before I lay her down. So that happened, and then also the same week we introduced it, we were moving stuff out of his mother's house because his mom passed away when I was pregnant, and we never got the opportunity to go and clean out her house. And like I said, we don't, you know, now that his mother is passed, that family isn't a large family, and we don't really have anybody from there here in Oklahoma, so we don't really have that much people. We have his dad's side of the family, but they live an hour away. So it's difficult. But we finally able to get everything out the house, and that took all day. And I couldn't obviously help him, so I had her in the carrier. And oh my gosh, she was up. She didn't nap at all. The whole time we were moving the house and taking stuff to storage and taking some stuff to our house, she was not asleep. She was up the whole entire time. She would not go to sleep. So yeah, she's ready. Just lay her down.
The Pharaoh asked how Somnambula prevailed, and she explained that she had always hoped she could make things better for her people, and that hope had carried her through. The prince replaced the pearls Somnambula gave up with a string of jewels, and around her neck they glowed bright enough to light the entire kingdom.
Now that she's asleep,
Glow pads became our symbol.
I have to take out her stuffed animal. Just in case, because she'll try to grab her stuffed animal close to her and not realize it's up on her face, so I'll move it out the way. But she's not done, so.
She will condemn Derry-Doo for destroying our symbol of hope.
I literally just like hit her crib. Damn it, I left my iPad. See, these are the mommy chronicles that nobody talk about when your child is asleep. You're trying to move around and do stuff without them hearing you. It is so difficult. Look at that. Baby Drew.
I knew that Derry-Doo would not be far behind. I really do owe you for leading me, right?
Okay, so yeah, then we had that, and then after we did that, we still had like a whole bunch of remodeling and moving around in our house. So it was like we were just doing too much in that week, and by the time I wanted to try to do it again, he was like, look, I love you, babe, but there's just no way I'm gonna make it through that with this new job. So I had to cut the cry out method out. And to be honest, I'm not even done, because some people say they don't even start it till 6 months. And she's like, I mean, she just hit 5 months. So she still has like 3-4 weeks left. And I'm like, I still have time, because he has training. And when his training is over, we'll know his actual schedule. So I'm like, perfect. Once you get your schedule down and I know what your schedule is, and now that I know you're going to be working from home once the training is done, oh, she's going back to that, because I want to be able to lay her down when it's her nap time. Like, it makes it difficult for people to watch her, because she won't take a bottle, she won't take a pacifier. And now when it comes down to sleeping, like, even him, he can't put her to sleep. She looks for me to put her to sleep, because she already knows what's up. She will not let nobody else put her to sleep. And so it does make it difficult, because some people will be like, oh, I'll just come over there and watch her while you do whatever you need to do in the house. And then when it's time to feed her, I give her back to you. That doesn't even work, because even after I feed her, she's still like, I don't want you. But if it's her dad, it's a different ball game. She'll stick with daddy all day until she get hungry, and she right back with daddy. But she won't do it for nobody else. So it's a lot. It's a lot.